quick review on subtracting fractions. Best thing to do, just like adding, is to write it vertically. So I'm going to put 2/3 subtract 1/6. Now, find a common denominator, which is 6 in this case. Start over here. 2 times 3 gets me 6, so I'm going to multiply by 2 on top. Remember, this is our giant 1 here. 2 times 2 is 4. 6 to 6, that's 1. So multiply by 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Now, subtracting. 4 subtract 1 is 3. And then 6 is my denominator. Always need to make sure that I check to see if I can reduce, and in this case I can. So I would divide by 3, which gives me 1/2, and that would be my final answer. Moving on to a mixed number. All right, again, the best thing to do is to write it vertically. So 5 1/5 subtract 2 3/4. Find your common denominator. So in this case, I can just multiply the 2 together, and that will give me my common denominator of 20. So now, do my multiplication to make equivalent fractions. 5 times 4 is 20, so 1 times 4 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20, so multiply by 5 here, and I get 15. When I go to subtract, I realize 4 subtract 15 cannot be done. So I actually need to come over here and borrow, just like I would if they were whole numbers. So I make this a 4. Now, where's the other part of that? Well, if you think about it, really, it's 20 over 20, which equals 1. I use this denominator for my numerator and denominator. So 4 and 20 over 20, which is 1, 4 plus 1 is 5. So this is where all 5 are. And I'm going to take and add 20 to my numerator of my top fraction. So 4 plus 20 is 24 over 20. So this here is gone. I don't need to worry about any of this. And now that my numerator on top is larger than my numerator on the bottom, I can subtract. So 24 subtract 15 is 9, and 20 is my denominator. 4 subtract 2 is 2. So I take one final look to see if there's anything that I can reduce, and there isn't. So this is going to end up being my final answer.